Whether it's in person or online, we are grateful to God for another Tuesday night that we get a chance to kick it with one another. Hey, do me a favor, if you haven't done so already, tag somebody in the comment section that you need to be a part of this service tonight. Hey, in fact, do this. Tag somebody that hadn't smiled in the past 30 days, somebody that needs to pick me up, somebody that could use a laugh. I'm excited about what tonight's going to do. Those of you that know, typically we do our Bible studies on Tuesdays. Since we've been on lockdown, I've been kind of switching the game up a little bit. We kind of bringing different people in, having different conversations surrounding how to manage this time and season in which we're in. Many of you are on lockdown, off work, kids are out of school. And so we've been trying to manage on how you deal with your finances, how to make sure we're keeping healthy and keeping fit, trying to keep our sanity, dealing with our parents, and even been doing some stuff with our teens. And so we've been trying to cover all of our different bases. So tonight's no different. I'll make sure that I touch your life in a different kind of way tonight. I've been calling in my friends. I've been name dropping, doing some stuff, both my friends who are hood famous as well as nationally famous. And so I've been bringing them in to be a part of our conversations on Tuesday nights. Here's where I want you to kind of think on as I kind of kick this thing off tonight. Genesis, around the 15th chapter or so, we wrestle with the conversation that Abraham was talking to God. God talks to Abraham and says, hey, I want to make your name great. I want to make you to be blessed in everything that you do, blessed in the city, blessed in the field. I want to enlarge your territory. I want to do some great things on your behalf. And so in the middle of that, he tells that, I'm going to promise you a child by which your seed is going to come from. And so him and Sarah were supposed to have a child. And so if you kind of know the story, he gets this promise back around chapter 15. Around chapter 21, they're still going back for wrestling with some stuff. Chapter 21 is where you kind of see Isaac come into the picture. But the piece I wanted you to understand as you kind of navigate in that chapter, Sarah's having this conversation going back and forth now that Isaac's on the scene. And one of the wonderful things that she says, God has made me laugh. And I'm going to allow the entire world to laugh along with me. Not laugh at her, but laugh with me. She was laughing at the fact that God took a season which seemed impossible for anything to take place. Sarah was old. Abraham was old. They had no reason to be having a baby at the age that they were. And yet still they had to rely on this promise. They messed up some stuff, jacked up some things, moved too fast, outside of God's will. God continues to show up and does some wonderful stuff. Sarah says, I don't know what else to do but to laugh and see how good God has been. I don't know about you. Some of you are in some situations where when God showed up, all you could do was sit there and laugh. Like, God, you did it again. I don't know why you do me the way you do me. I don't know why you love me the way you love me, but you did it again. And so here's what I want to do tonight. I want God to help make you laugh. I had an interview with my guy, Mark Gregory, just last night on Instagram Live. That's a friend to the Light of the World family. Many of you know him. Have you been to our services? We brought him in on a Sunday morning. We brought him in on New Year's Eve. He's come to come kick it with us throughout the years. And so I was talking to him. I said, hey, I want to do something for my people tonight. I want to give them an exclusive comedy show. So if you're watching this, hey, this is just for you. We kind of set this thing up in a special manner so that way, simply so we can brighten up your Tuesday. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're dealing with, I prophesy over your life. God is about to make you laugh, not just physically. I mean, speaks over the situation that you're wrestling with. When you come out of it, God's going to let you laugh at it. When we come out of this pandemic, I believe God's going to let us laugh at it. And so tonight, I want God to help make you laugh by way of his vessel in the form of my brother Mark Gregory. Do me a favor, wherever you're at, put some clapping hands in the comment section to get ready for my guy Mark Gregory. Hey, I'll see you soon. Make sure you're joining us on Sunday. I'm kicking off a brand new series called Essential. I don't want you to miss it. Hey, I love you. Give me some virtual hugs. Shoot me some text messages, some inboxes. Let me know that you're thinking about us. Hey, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Get ready to laugh. God bless.
Well, listen, I'm glad to be here with y'all beautiful people. Y'all just got to give me a moment to soak all of this in. This is amazing. Listen, I'm from the ghetto of Dayton, Ohio. I'm not used to nice stuff like this, okay? Y'all church have outdone yourself. Look, I am tripping. Y'all got real life smoke right here. You all have cigarette smoke coming out of the... I don't know who smoked all the Newports and put the smoke in there and made it come out, but you did it. Y'all did it. Oh, my gosh. And I feel like I'm at home. Y'all got steps in the church. Steps, real. This look like somebody's porch right now. I feel like. I'm at home. My mother, remember getting put on punishment? Your mother tell you don't go past that step right there. Yeah, y'all church is doing it. I could tell y'all church got a lot of unnecessary money. Y'all got... You know unnecessary money is when all the bills paid, y'all got a couple extra dollars to do some things. You got... Yeah, y'all do. This is an amazing church. In all seriousness, it is. I could tell you're doing a great job, sir. Clap it up for your pastor. Clap it up for him. I'm glad to be in Jacksonville. I've been here a couple of times, but this is the first time that they've taken me around and seen the city. Went to a couple neighborhoods, saw some nice neighborhoods, and then I don't know why they took us to the east side. I don't know why they did that, but one thing I will say about your city, I would give Jacksonville this. You all have some good motivators. Y'all do. Y'all have some great motivational speakers, is what I call them. Only thing is, y'all may not call them that. I think call them something different, like crackheads is what you call them. Because you know, can't nobody make you feel good about your life like that dancing dude. I'm talking about this dude, when he see you, he meets you with energy and excitement. He's just like, there he is. That's my boy. Look at him. Boy, look at you. You're looking good. I'm just going to walk around you till you give me $1. I'm going to walk around. Matter of fact, I'm going to go this way, counterclockwise. Now you owe me $2. You can give me 8 quarters. You can give me 20 dimes, 40 nickels. Go ahead and give it to him. Put it right there. Bop. Hey, you know I'm not lying. You know that dude will make you feel good about your life, man. Growing up, we were a poor family. My mother didn't have any extra money to send us to no counselor or a psychologist. If you was dealing with low self-esteem, you just had to go see the dancing dude. He'd be like, hey, what's going on, young fella? Now, your mother told me you got low self-esteem. Question, how low is it? Is it low to the floor? Pick it up, young fella. Ain't low no more. There you go. Is it low to the floor? Pick it up. Ain't low no more. There you go. Give me that. Like I said, they ain't extremely helpful. You ever been trying to parallel park? It's a tight spot. You can't get it. Dude will emerge out of the cement, won't he? All right, stop right there, stop. All right, inch it back, just a little bit. As soon as you get out that car, though. Oh, my gosh. Listen, I will be honest with you. I don't have any extra funds to give to that man. I don't. Money's a little tight, all right? I'm not broke. I'm in between blessings, is a good way to put it. Anybody that's your story, you not broke, you just in between blessings. Yeah, man. I live in an apartment. It's not the best apartment, but it's not the worst either, though. But my neighbor did something the other day that was uncalled for. I had to go knock on his door. Why did you change your Wi-Fi password? I said, that was inconsiderate of you, Mr. Henry. You ain't thought about me or the other 4 people that depend on you for our internet. I'm trying to make it a Netflix night. You got to look like I'm not paying my bills, man. But I didn't get too disrespectful with Mr. Henry, because Mr. Henry's an older gentleman, okay? And I learned at an early age to respect your elders. I learned that from my parents, because I had older parents. My mom had me at 40 years old, and my dad was 50. And it was hard for me as a child, because everybody else's parents, when I was 10, was still young, in their 30s. I'm 10 years old, and my mom is 50. And she wanted to be one of those active parents, always coming up to the school and volunteering and helping. And, that's when it get hard, when they come up to your school. And so one day she decided she wanted to be a chaperone at the school dance. Exactly. So, it's the 90s. We doing dances like, what's this? The Running Man right here. Easy dance, right? I look over at my mother. She with all the other parents. She is doing the twist like she Chubby Checker. And she started doing jazz hands. Doom, 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 doom. I was like, Ma, you should not be doing that. And when your parents embarrass you, kids, y'all know what I'm talking about. You stump off like. It was embarrassing. And my dad was one of those guys that if he sits still longer than 5 minutes, he's guaranteed to fall asleep. We got any of them men right there? Okay. Look like him right there. You fall asleep right now. I knew it was something because I didn't know it was sleep. It looked like your sugar was low. You was just over there. Y'all should have seen him the whole time. He was like, man, when is this comedy show going to be over with? Lord, somebody put a peppermint in my mouth, my sugar. Listen, my dad would fall asleep so easy. My dad fell asleep at my mom's funeral. We were on the front row. My dad fell asleep mid-sentence. He was, your mother was a beautiful woman, inside and out, and I'm definitely going to miss her. So I nudged her. Wait! I was asleep. Yes, you were asleep. And then that next time when you fall asleep, you try to make sure you are serious and alert. I wasn't asleep, Dad. Yes, you were asleep, Dad. All right. What my dad did next took the cake. My dad answered his cell phone at the funeral. Hello? Yeah, this is Mr. Gregory. This the insurance company? Okay, so you all did change the names on the paperwork. And I am the chief beneficiary, okay? And all I need is an active checking account. Okay, yeah, that may be a problem. My checking account's not too active right now. It actually has a minus sign in front of it. Okay, give me a day or two. I'll figure everything on out. That was one of your cousins from Memphis. They send their regards. Yeah, they heard about everything. They praying for us. You wouldn't happen to have an active checking account now, which... Oh my gosh. My dad was crazy though, he really was. I love him to death, man. My dad was hilarious. One thing I learned about having an older father is you don't mess with old men. You don't. I see some older men right here. I see my man right here with the red on. I'm telling you, older gentleman right here. You don't mess with old men. You know why? Because old men have a mean scuffle game. They do. They don't throw no punches, but they will scuffle you. They will scuffle you to death. Now, they be real slick about it. Let you say something smart to an old guy. He try to act like he didn't hear you, and he gonna ease up on you. No, I'm sorry. What'd you say, young fella? No, run it by me one more again. I heard you call me out my name. I just want to make sure your bark is as big as your bite. I just want to hear what you say. God dang it, I don't know. All right, I don't know who you messing with, young fella. I was in the war, not the war, but the war, all right? I was in World War I, II, III, and IV. Just got back from Afghanistan. Now I'm going to relinquish my hold. Don't say nothing else. So growing up with a lot of older people, I realized that old men, you ever seen old men try to talk to a lady? Old men are the funniest when it comes to that. Younger guys, we just see a young lady that we find attractive, we go straight up to her. Old men are in a huddle first, you know, hey. You see who that is, don't you? Yeah, that's Merlene's granddaughter. You remember Merlene? She graduated with us, class of 1968 at Roosevelt High School. Yeah, I remember her when she was knee-high to a water fountain. Look at her now, she's beautiful. Yeah, well, her grandmother told me about that financial situation that she ran into, that they gonna take her automobile if she don't pay that $900. Well, you know, I got money. I retired from the factory. I got $900 easy. You go up to her, he won't make no eye contact. Hey, how you doing? You, may not remember me, but I was a dear friend of the family and your grandmother, and I heard about that financial situation you got yourself into, that they gonna take your automobile. Well, you know, sweetheart, I just want you to know I got money. It's not a thing. I could, you know, give you 100 out of the checking, 200 for my savings, and I take the other 6 out of my sock, you know, baby. So growing up in Dayton, Ohio, I tried to be a thug for like 10 minutes. As you can see, I don't have a thug body. It didn't work at all. But you know, every thug has that defining moment to let them know that the streets was not for them. Mine was, I was leaving Walmart one day. It was packed in the parking lot, right? So I'm leaving, got my groceries in my hand, and I see an all-black Suburban with tinted windows. Now, to the average person, black vehicle, tinted windows may be intimidating, my man, but I'm gonna let you know I don't go for that punk stuff, okay? So I keep walking. And then the Suburban hit its lights. Black vehicle tinted windows hit their lights. Sound like a drive-by. But I just told you I'm not scared. But I understand it's a crazy world that we live in, you know, so I sped up my walk just a little bit, okay? Nothing noticeable, you know. I still got my groceries. And then I looked, I was like, man, it's getting a little closer, and I was like, you know what, it's been a while since I've done some cardio, so I was like, and I was trying to hit my lock from far away, and I'm gonna be honest, this one I started getting scared. I was like, and then I dropped my keys next to my car like the white people in the scary movies. It was like, Pastor, I had no clue the whole time. My man just wanted my parking space is what that was. That's what let me know the streets was not for me. I tried to take my tattoos off. I was like, no, I don't want these no more. Here go my hat. I don't want the thug life no more. I don't. Do not want the thug life anymore. Some guys are too hard to laugh, though. Some thugs are way too hard to laugh. I was at the mall the other day, right? So I'm getting some food, got my tray in the line. See a guy to the right of me, but he is staring at me like I owe him some money, you know. So I got my tray, and he looking at me like this. So I slide down a little more. My man is still staring at me. So I think I did what any grown man would do at that time. I was, Father God, right now, I don't know what the devil has planned, but and my man broke silence. He was like, hey, cuz, you do that comedy stuff, don't you? I was like, yes, sir. He was like, yeah, I seen you at the comedy club a couple weeks ago. You had me rolling. I was like, ha ha, Said you had my heart beating for a ha-ha? That's all that was about was a ha-ha? Oh, my gosh. Some thugs are confusing, though. They really are. It's a true story. Ma'am, you all right? Go ahead. No, I'm talking to the lady falling asleep next to you. Go ahead. Go ahead, ma'am. I think the spirit of sleepiness jumped off him, and it jumped on you. He had to lean to the left. You sliding out your seat. She was about to slide all the way to the highway pass, and she was just... Was I asleep? Oh, I was asleep. I'm sorry. I didn't... You need to go run a lap or something. Oh, my gosh. See, I was telling you about my friend, okay? Some thugs will confuse you. My best friend just came home from the penitentiary. He did 2 years in the joint, okay? Now, before he went to jail, what's your name, sir? You, straight, right here. Big man, yeah. I don't know how much more I'm got what to do to let you know that I'm talking to you. I can tell don't nobody talk to him. This was his moment. Ma'am, talk to your husband a little more. Golly, that boy talking to me. Don't nobody never talk to me. Yes, sir, you. Yes, you. So my best friend just came home from the penitentiary. Before he went to jail, he had the straight back braids with the beads and aluminum foil. Listen, Mark, pay attention, sir. You're busy laughing. And when he came home, I was confused because he still has his braids, which means there was another dude in jail braiding his hair. And that's a major man law violation. Am I right, fellas? Yeah, because another dude is not supposed to be braiding another dude's hair. Pastor, that may be in the Bible somewhere. I don't know. Because we understand what the braid situation looked like. Let me break it down to you. First off, you know what? I feel like I explained it a little better like this. Mark, get up real quick. Get up real quick. Come on, get up. Just sit up a little bit. Sit up. First off, the braider's primary responsibility be still, Mark. Mark, I ain't got that much time, sir. Sit up, sit up. All right. The braider's primary responsibility is to create enough space for the braidee to fit in. And it just don't look right, dude. Just braid your hair. And you got braids already. You got your little locks. Mark, you tender-headed. You better not be tender-headed. Can somebody put an altar call blanket over Mark? He's on the floor. Somebody put the... Thank you for participating. All right. Remember earlier I was telling y'all I love your church. I really do. I'm actually jealous of y'all church because my church is nothing like this, okay? I go to the hood church in Dayton, Ohio, all right? And my church is one of those churches, y'all, where, what's your name, ma'am? Black and white on? Okay, Pam. If you get up and go to the bathroom and you come back, all of your stuff is gone, Pam. Because they steal at my church. Pam, I'm not making this up. It's to the point now when, let me borrow your purse real quick. This is how ladies shout at my church, so don't nothing get stolen. Get from behind me. Get from behind me. Y'all still at this church. You know your church is hood when you shouting with your eyes open. Yep. Lord, I'm going to keep one eye on you and the rest on them because they steal, Lord. They be stealing. Now listen, not only is my church hood, it's also confusing. It's one of those churches when the pastor call you down for prayer, he touch you on your head. Now all of this was new to me, okay? But a couple weeks ago, pastor was like, if you need a blessing, come on down. So I ran down to the altar, right? And he touched me, I fell out, I was like, whoa. And this is where the confusion began. Everybody knows when the pastor touch you, you're supposed to fall out, okay? We already know that, right? But here's the question. Y'all ready, Impact? Here's the question. How long are you supposed to lay on the floor? Nobody knows. 30 seconds to 5 minutes. But I knew it was serious because they put the little baby blanket over my legs. And it was the dude laying next to me. I was like, when you getting up? Hold on, be quiet. Here come the pastor. And after he got up, I got up after him, and one of the ministers was like, hey, listen, brother, next time, you got to stay down a little longer, let God do his work on you. I'm like, all right, cool. Go back next Sunday, jumped in the prayer line, went through the whole process. But this week, Mark, I was focused, okay? And I need y'all to be honest with me. You know how you in church trying to pray, get your blessing, but a song come in your head that's not supposed to be there? I was like, God, you're good. God, you're great. And I know that you blessed me about a week ago. You blessed me about a week ago. It's like, all right, got my focus back. And all of a sudden, I felt a little rumbling in my stomach. And I was like, not gas, not now. I can't be passing gas while people trying to get their breakthrough. So I was like, I know what I'm going to do. But just let mine out in increments is what... You know, it's always one to sneak up on you. All right, so listen, clap your hands if you grew up in church. Okay. So you know what I'm about to say, I'm not making this up. You know the funniest thing is to see a pastor do an altar call, and I'm pretty sure you've seen this before too. When they do an altar call and nobody comes up. Because they stretch it out for like 15 to 20 more minutes because they just trying to get that one person so they don't look embarrassed. And they have that metacrational music playing, you know, that soft give your heart to the Lord music. There you go. And the preacher will look at everybody in the audience like you're supposed to be up there. If there was a word that was spoken on tonight, we want you to come to this altar, come from wherever you are, come running. Oh, you going to the bathroom? Oh, okay, I thought you were coming up here. Just go out those doors, hang a left. So nobody needs to come up here, is what you're telling me. Brother Mark, didn't we have that conversation a couple weeks ago about you stealing from your job, but you don't need to come up here? Okay, so listen, round one didn't work. You know I'm not making this up. Round one didn't work. Now we gotta add a little bit more pressure. Now we gotta make it a little more personal. Keep playing, brother. I was reading in CNN on today, and there is a very deadly monkey in South America. He has a poisonous venom in his bicuspids. If he was to bite you, you would die instantly. What if that monkey was in the neighborhood on tonight? Do you know where you would spend eternity? I'm Mark Gregory. Thank y'all.